On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Crumble.
To break or fall apart into small pieces or fragments, especially due to age, decay, or lack of support.
Examples:
Crumble to dust. Began to crumble under financial pressure. The old building was starting to crumble due to years of neglect and lack of maintenance.
Solitary.
Existing, living, or doing without others.
Examples:
Use of solitary confinement. A solitary traveler. He never uttered a solitary word.
Mourn.
To feel or express sorrow, grief, or sadness, especially over the death of someone.
Examples:
Mourn with deep grief. Mourn death. We mourned the loss of our dear friend at the memorial service.
Stroll.
To walk somewhere in a slow, relaxed way and with no apparent aim.
Examples:
Stroll across a street. Stroll through the countryside. We could stroll into town if you like.
Headstone.
A marker or monument placed at the head of a grave or burial site, typically inscribed with the name and dates of the person buried there.
Examples:
Headstone inscription. Headstone design. The family gathered at the cemetery to place flowers on their loved one's headstone.
Bury.
To place a dead body in the ground, grave, or tomb.
Examples:
Bury in the earth. Bury emotion. There is plenty of space to bury everyone.
Ancestor.
A person from whom one is descended, a forefather.
Examples:
Ancestor language. Earliest human ancestor. My remote ancestor immigrated to the United States from Ireland in the 1800s.
Cannibal.
A person who eats the flesh or internal organs of other human beings, especially as a cultural or ritual practice.
Examples:
Cannibal tribe. Habitual cannibal. The horror movie portrayed a group of cannibals who hunted humans in the woods.
Cremate.
To burn a dead body to reduce it to ash, often as part of a funeral or other death-related ritual.
Examples:
Cremate a body. Cremate the remains. They plan to cremate their loved ones according to their cultural traditions.
Venerate.
To regard with great respect, reverence, or admiration, to honor or hold in high esteem.
Examples:
Venerate ancestors. Venerate the divine. Many people venerate Mahatma Gandhi as a symbol of peace and nonviolence.
Transgress.
To break the law or moral code, to go beyond or exceed the limits or boundaries of something.
Examples:
Transgress boundaries. Transgress against the rules. The company was fined for transgressing environmental regulations.
Rite.
A formal or ceremonial act or set of acts, performed in a traditional or prescribed way, a religious or spiritual ceremony or practice.
Examples:
Perform the rite. Rite of passage into adulthood. The bishop performed the rite of consecration for the new church.
Rev.
A measure of the rate at which an engine or motor rotates, often expressed in revolutions per minute, RPM, verb, to increase the number of rotations per minute.
Examples:
Low rev engine. Rev up the crowd. He stepped on the gas pedal, and the engine released a loud rev.
Scavenger.
An animal or bird that feeds on carrion, dead animals, or other scavenged material. A person who searches for and collects discarded or unwanted items, often to sell or reuse them.
Examples:
Scavenger bird. Marine scavenger. Crows are common scavengers in urban areas and will eat almost anything.
Afterlife.
Life after death, as believed in many cultures and religious traditions.
Examples:
Afterlife name. Corporate afterlife. The belief in an afterlife comforted those mourning the loss of their loved ones.
Commemorate.
To honor the memory of someone or something by ceremony or tribute.
Examples:
Commemorate her long life. Commemorate a deed. The country commemorated the war heroes on Memorial Day.
Nomadic.
Moving from one location to another rather than staying in one place all of the time.
Examples:
Nomadic life. Nomadic herdsman. This desert is the territory of nomadic tribes.
Mound.
A raised area of ground or dirt, often used for burial, construction, or as a fortification, a large, rounded pile or heap.
Examples:
Mound of dirt. Burial mound. The team discovered a hidden mound in the desert.
Expansive.
Large or wide in extent or scope, friendly and open and willing to talk.
Examples:
With an expansive spirit. Expansive ocean views. The company has an expansive network of offices and locations around the world.
Necropolis.
A large cemetery or burial ground, especially one that is historic or contains the graves of notable figures.
Examples:
Necropolis Gate. Royal Necropolis. The ancient necropolis was home to the remains of many generations of pharaohs.
Subterranean.
Under the ground.
Examples:
Subterranean rooms. Subterranean motives for murder. Such subterranean passages span kilometers in London.
Catacomb.
An underground burial place or network of tunnels, typically lined with tombs or niches for the interment of human remains.
Examples:
Catacomb tunnels. Underground catacomb system. Tourists come from all over the world to visit the ancient catacombs beneath the city.
Urn.
A large, typically rounded container, often made of ceramic, metal, or glass, used for storing the ashes of a cremated person or pet or for decorative purposes.
Examples:
Memorial urn. Urn decoration. The athlete's remains were scattered at sea rather than placed in an urn.
Graveyard.
A cemetery, especially one in a churchyard.
Examples:
Graveyard of life. Bodies in a graveyard. The ancestral graveyard was peaceful, with rows of headstones and tall trees.
Christ.
The man that Christians believe is the prophet and the Son of God, and whose life and sermons form the basis for Christianity.
Examples:
Teaching of Christ. Before Christ. Christmas is the day to celebrate the birth of Christ.
Graze.
To feed on grass or other vegetation, especially by nibbling at it repeatedly, to break the skin of a body part by scraping.
Examples:
Turn cattle out to graze. Graze the left shoulder. The sheep graze on the green grass in the meadow.
Bourbon.
A reddish-brown color that is often associated with hair or foliage.
Examples:
Auburn highlights. Auburn leaves. Her flowing auburn hair was the envy of many.
Sculpt.
To create a work of art by carving, casting, or other shaping techniques.
Examples:
Sculpt an image. Sculpt prototype. He spent hours every day sculpting figures out of clay.
Ornate.
Elaborately or excessively decorated.
Examples:
Ornate ceiling. Depicted in ornate detail. She wore an ornate necklace to the formal event.
Botanical.
Relating to the study or science of plants, of, pertaining to, made from, or derived from plants.
Examples:
Botanical extract. Botanical illustrations. The botanical gardens were filled with exotic plants from all around the world.
Lure.
To tempt or persuade someone to do something.
Examples:
Lure prey. Lure foreign investment. The salesperson used a special offer to lure customers into buying the product.
Revive.
To bring back to life, consciousness, or strength, to restore.
Examples:
Revive my energy. Revive an old friendship. They revived the tradition of holding a parade on the main street every year.
Rethink.
To consider again a plan, idea, etc., especially to change it.
Examples:
Rethink a marketing plan. Rethink the role of the manager. We have to rethink our company's product lineup for further growth.
Pollute.
To make an area or substance, such as land, air, water, etc., dirty or harmful to living things, by adding waste matter or harmful chemicals.
Examples:
Pollute the air. Pollute the thread. We should do our best not to pollute the environment.
Groundwater.
Water that is present beneath the surface of the ground, especially in soil or in pores and crevices in rock.
Examples:
Groundwater supply. Contaminated groundwater. The town's main source of water is natural groundwater.
Fertilize.
To cause an egg, female animal, or plant to develop by joining sperm from the male with them. To add a natural or chemical substance to land to make plants grow well.
Examples:
Fertilize the soil. Fertilize the female egg. The couple decided to use the non-husband's sperm to fertilize a wife.
Firework.
A device that produces a colorful display of light and sound when it is ignited.
Examples:
Firework discharge. Grand firework display. The children were excited to see the fireworks show.